What's up, people? I just arrived in Wuhan in the province of Hubei in the central southern part of China. I'm sure everyone around the world knows Wuhan. It has a famous reputation. I don't want to get into that right now, but I've come here to explore the city, to experience the Hubei culture, and to visit Mulan's hometown. Friends back home and friends in China were kind of surprised when I told them I'm going to Wuhan. This city isn't as developed as the other mega cities in China, but I like exploring these different places in China, the kind of second tier cities, third tier cities, because they always have something unique about them. So let's see what Wuhan has in store for me this time. Just arrived in my hotel, and I must say, I did not expect this spectacular view of the city. Wow, I can just imagine this place at night, all lit up with the lights. Beautiful. So this is it. This is the panoramic view of Wuhan. It's a little foggy, you can't see all the buildings, but I mean, what a view.你钓到鱼了吗？没有。He didn't catch any fish, unfortunately. Thought he was going to show me a nice big fish from this river here, but another time. Just seen this statue here, and from what it seems, this is all the different types of ancient Chinese writing from the different nationalities. I mean, look at it. Amazing. So this is one of the really old streets in Wuhan. They have lots of fresh food, fresh vegetables here. Yeah, so it's nice to see the culture before it became really modernized here. So let's have a look at the market. I've never seen clothes hung right next to the meat. It's pretty cool. And here we have lots of fresh river fish here. Fish head. Wow. I mean, lots of fresh river fish all over this market. I mean, different types of fish. Very cheap price also. Very nice.
这一块行不行？
你好，这是什么？
肉圆子。
肉圆，什么肉？
猪肉。
啊，猪肉啊。
24。
That's the one thing I can't eat. Food looks so delicious, but it's, I don't eat pork, so most of the street food in China I can't really eat. These I've never seen before. I think this is like tofu. Freshly dried meat. Pig's foot, if you're ever interested. And of course, there's always one guy selling belts. Fresh belts. These are probably like £2. 这个2块钱是吧？啊，好。So it seems like some vegetable bread. Looks very fresh. 可以，谢谢你。So she told me this bread is really sweet. Let me have a try. Oh my lord, it's very sweet and just so thick and soft. Wow. So this is one of the main pedestrian streets here. Obviously it's daytime, so there's no people here right now, but in the nighttime this place is going to be packed. You see, everywhere you go, you got to scan this entry code. There you go, done. Wow, already lots of different types of food here. The commercial pedestrian streets in China are pretty much all the same, so you have to go into those really unknown locations, those small roads where you find the real local food. So find one of these souvenir shops, get yourself some local souvenirs. I mean, the only reason I come here is to collect one of these magnets. Oh damn, look at these shrimps and crab even. Wow. you ever feel like having your palm read, go ahead. So I'm just coming up to the main scenic spot in Wuhan, the Yellow Crane Tower. This is beautiful. So this is known as the White Stupa, one of the oldest structures. So there's a very interesting story about this Yellow Crane Tower. So as you can see, the statue is a tortoise and a snake. So there was floods going on at the time, and the tortoise and the snake were sent to protect the land and form a natural barrier against the floods. I was just thinking, every city I've been to, there's always a temple on top of a mountain with a panoramic view of the entire city. I mean, it's quite tiring, but it's definitely worth the climb to see this view. Wow, these paintings are incredible. The whole room is just decorated in this. So this actually used to be the roof of the Yellow Crane Tower, but it was destroyed in the 10th century after a fire, but they managed to preserve it. I was gonna go and hit the bell there, but you've got to pay 30 kwai just for one hit. Chinese know how to make money, that's for sure. 40 yuan?
Yeah.
Wow.
9 times.
For 9 times, yeah, good luck, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, it's very beautiful, very beautiful. Thank you.
Good luck.
Maybe another time. Another time. Thank you though, thank you. So I found this really Spanish looking town in Wuhan. I mean, look at this, the architecture is not what you would typically see in China. So I stopped by this coffee place to grab a tea because it's freezing. Man coffee, and it's just enormous. When you make an order, they give you a bear, which you then give back when you collect your tea or coffee, so that's kind of funny. So I found this really amazing street with lots of different restaurants, and I'm going to check out this very famous restaurant called Lai Tai, which is very traditional Hubei food, local food. So I'm going to try out the local cuisines here in Wuhan to try and get a real taste of the Hubei culture. 你好，一位。上面。谢谢。So I'm going to scan this code to order the food. But you can just see here a little sample of the different types of local cuisine here in Wuhan. So I've just scanned this QR code, just checking out all the different types of food here. It's very delicious. You've got the famous tofu skin, the dry noodles, and you've got this fried lotus root, some seasoned prawns. So let's make an order. Right, the first dish has arrived, the fried lotus here. Wow, I mean that looks incredible, a little spicy maybe. So this is a type of white wine here, rice wine that they have here. I mean, look at that. I don't normally drink, but it's so cold here, I need something to warm me up. And I know people normally drink wine or vodka to keep their bodies warm. So this is the famous hot dry noodles here, but this is actually bullfrog. I thought it would be chicken or beef or something, but it's frog. And then we've got another dish here, the famous fried tofu skin. I mean, it looks so delicious. I must say this fried lotus root is amazing. Like, so delicious. Wow. Incredible. Enjoy noodles with books. Yeah, why not? I see they're building this enormous structure here. I mean, Wuhan is still developing. It's a very developed city, but it has a long way to go, I think. Maybe come back here in 5 years and we'll see a really different city. I can't even imagine what these cities will be like in, let's say, 10 years. The rate of growth in China is ridiculous. So the next generation are going to be living in a completely different world. So I've just arrived at the East Lake. It's a 5A's tourist attraction here in Wuhan. So I'm gonna check it out, have a walk around the lake. There are some really nice scenic spots here. I mean, the incredible thing about Wuhan is that there are tons of lakes here. Living in Guangzhou since I arrived in China, I'm not used to seeing the trees like this. The trees are normally very green, full of leaves. It's quite warm all year round. So when I come to these places, it kind of reminds me of London. They said no bikes inside the park, but to be honest, this park is huge and there's no way I'm walking around. I found a bike luckily inside the park. Okay, so my bike got taken off me, but I went to another part of the lake and you can actually rent these electric bikes. And like I said, the lake is huge, so this is so convenient. Let's just see if it works with my passport. So yeah, you need a Chinese ID to take one of these bikes. So I've just seen something pretty cool. So this is a natural tree and this is a 5G tree. Look at that, looks exactly the same, but one of the best views you can get here in Wuhan, just by the East Lake. You've got the entire city just laid out right in front of you. So we have this artificial beach here by the lake too, which is pretty cool. I mean, in the summertime I can imagine a lot of people here, clean water. This place is actually closed, but the woman kindly let me in, which is nice of her. Just came across this small town here. And it's actually started to snow too. I mean, it's a cool little town here. Lots of coffee shops and souvenir shops, cake shops. The first time it snowed since I've been back in the UK, and I forget what it's like to be in the cold. Honestly, being in Guangdong, it doesn't really get cold like this. So as you can hear, my nose is just fully blocked right now. People do anything for a living here, really. So this guy's charging 2 yuan, about 20p, to create a signature for you. which is insane. 你好，这个签名吗？
签名，名字写上去给他。
名字。Get my own signature here, my Chinese signature.
正面看这是5个方位。
I feel bad for the guy. I mean, he's just sitting there in the cold, so can't complain. I got my own Chinese signature to choose from. So just came across this cat coffee shop, so you can have a coffee and see these cats as well. Let's have a look at this. Oh, that's pretty cool. This is jokes. Merry Christmas. Wow. So this seems like a really typical old street, Wuhan style. I've been to so many old villages in China that these places are just quite normal to me now. For those of you who think that China don't celebrate Christmas, oh, it does. I mean, every Christmas, you see Christmas trees everywhere, lights everywhere, not as much as back in the UK, but the Chinese definitely know how to appreciate the Western culture. Lots and lots of street food down this road. So now I'm at the CBD, right in the city center of Wuhan. Definitely the most developed part of Wuhan. I'm not sure if you guys have ever been to Leeds in the UK, but this place definitely reminds me of the main building in the Leeds city centre. Chinese Jordan, Qiao Dan. That's funny, man. Ladies selling bread here, some sweet bread. Yeah. Europe shop. Make sure you head down to the Europe shop, guys.
So this is a famous duck blood noodle they have here. All these different ingredients you can get with your duck blood.
This place is incredible, probably one of the best pedestrian streets I've been to. But no, look at this, the amount of people that are on this road, and it's only a Thursday. Anywhere you go in China, you always have this really typical street food here. Food from all over China, not just in Hubei. Famous pig's foot, a speciality here in Hubei. And one of my favorite is this sweetened fruit they have here. They just dip it in very thick syrup. Wow. 你好，这个多少钱？20元5块。20元。OK， 一个。一个5块。5块一个。OK， so 5 yuan for one. Decent. 我要2个草莓，谢谢。Wow. It's the future of shopping right here. Live stream. They can sell anything they want. It's crazy. When people saw all the media coverage of Wuhan a couple of years ago, they never imagined this. I mean, wow, the entire city line is just lit up with lights. I haven't seen this in any other city in China. Chongqing, Shanghai, you name it. So this is it, guys. This is the entire view of Wuhan here on the bridge. The wind is blowing on my face, but I had to get this view, this last view of Wuhan here. It's been a short trip, but I've been able to try the local Hubei cuisine, the local Wuhan cuisine. I've been able to travel to many different parts of Wuhan, although my time has been very limited here. Hubei is a huge province, so coming to Wuhan I've been able to taste just a little part of the Hubei culture. Definitely come back to Hubei in the future. Much more places to visit, guys. Thanks for watching and take care.